topic is all about genetic engineering and its application in forestry. First of all, what is genetic engineering in forestry? So, genetic engineering is a direct modification to improve growth rate and wood quality, which means there are significant practices to improve the forestry practices using the gene technology and the traditional techniques of developing the wood quality of the trees. Burge et al. Using the modifying genetic makeup of forest trees by enhancing the desired traits such as pest resistance, herbicide tolerance, or improve wood properties. And number 2 is Cole et al. 2012. Cole is focusing on basic transformation techniques and understanding the trait physiology of laying the groundwork for genetic manipulation in forest species. Zhang et al. 2023. Zhang et al. is using the genome editing tools, which mean they have the power to add, they have power to remove and altering the genetic materials at particular location of DNA, which means this approach is to overcome the traditional methods like cultivation environment, introducing exogenous DNA to achieve a specific improvement in forestry trees. This shows how genetic engineering in forestry evolved from basic gene transfer in 1974 up to 2023 techniques to multi-gene advanced genome editing and integrated breeding strategies, reflecting those technological progress and deeper understanding of ecological and regulatory challenges of genetic engineering in forestry. Traditional breeding is involved crossing plants or animals with desirable traits to produce offspring that inherits those characteristics. Genetic engineering is being used to try to save iconic true species such as American chestnut from extinction caused by an introduced fungal disease. So, the scientists at the State University of New York College of Environmental Science and Forestry have developed the genetically engineered chestnut tree that contains a gene from wheat. So this specific project is unique because the goal is not commercial use in a plantation, but rather ecological restoration of native species and its natural forest environment.
Tree improvement rate is one of the most important applications of genetic engineering in forestry. Through genetic engineering, scientists can enhance specific traits in trees that are beneficial for both of environment and forest industries. One major importance in forestry growth, genetically endangered trees grow at a quicker rate, allow forests to be more productive while reducing the needs to harvest trees from natural forests. Another key benefit is pest resistance. Some trees are modified to resist insects and diseases, which help decrease tree mortality and reduce the use of chemical pesticides. This contributes to healthier forest ecosystem and safe worker conditions for forest management. Genetic engineering also improves drought tolerance, which climate change causing longer dry season. Genetically endangered trees can survive with less water, making them sustainable for reforestation in dry or degraded areas. Genetic engineering also plays a major role in bioenergy and industrial use. Some trees are genetically endangered, specifically for biofuel production. These trees produce more biomass which can be converted into renewable energy sources such as bioethanol. This helps reduce resistance of fossil fuels and support cleaner energy alternatives. Other important application in reducing of lignin contents in trees. Lignin make wood hard and difficult to process. By lowering lignin levels, genetically endangered trees become easier to convert into paper, pulp, and biofuel. This reduces energy consumption, chemical use, and production costs in forest-based industrial. Overall, genetic engineering offers many advantages in forestry, including decreased productivity, environmental resilience, and industrial efficiency. However, while these benefits are processes, they also raise important ethical, environment, and policy concerns.
What is environmental restoration? It uses genetic engineering to help clean trees up and recover damage for our ecosystems. Some trees are modified to absorb harmful substances like heavy metals or pesticides or industrial pollutants from the soil and water. This process is called phytoremediation. Environmental restoration is only or focuses on using genetically engineered trees to help polluted environments. These trees can absorb toxic substances such as lead, mercury, or other pollutants from contaminated soil and water. This is especially used in areas affected by mining, industrial waste, or oil spills. Instead of removing large amounts of soil, trees naturally clean the area over time, making restoration more affordable and environmentally friendly.
Public awareness of genetic engineering in forestry is lower than agriculture. Concerns include potential impact on forest biodiversity, gene contamination of native tree populations, and long-term ecological effects issues that also shape discourse around GM crops. Other challenges include limited R&D funding specifically for forest biotech, lack of specialized technical staff, and the need for targeted studies to address environmental safety concerns. Opportunities. GM stress should play a key role in the Philippines reforestation goals, aiming to restore 1.2 million hectares by 2008 by proving faster growing more. Also have potential to support and sustainable timber production and climate change mitigation through enhanced carbon and storage.
Genetic engineering in the Philippine forestry. Application. Tree improvement research focused on genetically enhancing native and exotic tree species for traits like faster growth, disease resistance, drought, drought tolerance, and better wood quality. For example, the Forest Products Research and Development Institute (FPRDI) and DOST have worked on molecular marker-assisted selection in AS4 species such as Molawi, a valuable native hardwood, Gibellina and Acacia, which are critical for reforestation timber. timber production, and carbon sequestration. Biogenetic abiotic trace resistance efforts are underway to development genetically modified GM trees that can withstand pests like the acacia, gall, rust, and environmental stresses such as soil salinity and coastal reforestation areas.
So, in Chapter 3, the case studies and local relevance on global innovation, genetic engineering has improved three traits with Papillus spp modified for easier lignin processing and Eucalyptus spp, approved in Brazil for faster growth and higher wood density. Genetic modification is becoming a key strategy in forestry, helping trees adapt to climate change, boosting productivity, and strengthening resistance to environmental stress. The genetic enhancement of forest tree species has progressed from traditional breeding methodologies to advanced genomic and biotechnological innovation. Notably, China has successfully genetically optimized over 100 key afforestation tree species, achieving remarkable improvements in timber growth rates and fruit yield efficiencies through superior genetic cultivars.
So, China is the only country with long-standing commercial genetically modified forestry plantations, primarily insect-resistant BT poplars approved by the State Forestry Administration in 2002. This reduced pesticide use by 70% and covered 450 hectares across Xinjiang, Beijing, Jilin, and other provinces with over 1 million trees planted to date. Research began on BT transformed Pipulus nigra in 1989 with field trials starting in 1984. Ongoing work focuses on drought tolerance, sterility, and improved wood quality in birch and large, locally modified forests. Trees commercially but leads in climate and restoration innovation. Startup living carbon poplars grew 53% larger and captured 27 more carbon dioxide in dust. With 2023 field planting in Georgia, Sani College of Environmental Science and Forestry is testing blight-resistant American chestnuts under review. Genetically modified orchard trees like papaya and plum are already deregulated. While Brazil is the global leader in commercial genetically modified eucalyptus, approving event H421 in 2015, it decreases wood volume by 30 to 40% and shortens harvest cycle to 5.5 years. Post-commercial monitoring found no environmental harm. Herbicide-tolerant and BT varieties followed with the world's first triple stop trait eucalyptus approved in 2024.
While genetic engineering offers many benefits, it also raises important concerns that must be carefully addressed. First, risks and controversies. One of the major concerns in gene flow to wild population. This happens when genetically modified trees cross-pollinate with natural or wild tree species.
Regulatory frameworks are the rules and policies set by governments and international organizations to ensure that new technology and especially in biotechnology and genetic innovation. So that are safe, ethical, and environmental responsible.
Genetic engineering in forestry involves directly modifying tree genes to improve traits like growth, wood quality, pest resistance, and stress tolerance. Unlike traditional breeding, it allows precise and faster improvements. Overall, genetic engineering helps trees adapt, increase productivity, and restore endangered species.